Welcome. Are you excited? It's another Mantra Monday. Another wonderful week of a wonderful life. I hope you're wonderful out there. Wow, the world is crazy. It's about 3:30. It's almost 3:33 a.m. in Georgetown, Texas on a Tuesday morning, but I'm still calling it Mantra Mondays. I hope that the AC that's right in front of me isn't going to affect the sound. I hope that the computer is able to stay on and not get disconnected. But if it does get disconnected, I'll be right back. I'm going to go through mantra. This is, I think, the third week in a row of doing this. I have not been doing mantras outside of doing the streams. That would be beneficial to me if it was that I did that. But I haven't been doing that. I've been doing all sorts of other things. We are going to go back to the mantra from last week. If you will recall, I had some issues doing that mantra in the beginning, and I started to get the hang of it towards the end. Perseverance pays off. I just went and mined that video that we were using for guidance, and I need to share screen, pop that up here. Remember, this is Jason Gallant, the Canadian. Also, down in the comments from last week's video, one of my friends, an Indian guy that's over in the Philippines, he's a doctor, he was making fun of me. He was telling everybody, don't do random mantras off the internet. You know what I say to that? Why? Is there something to it? Huh? Is there a power to this? So we're gonna go ahead and allow the world, the universe, to guide us and go forward. I will give you a little gist of what this guy says.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. I consulted my spiritual teacher the day after doing the last thing, the last time of doing Mantra Monday, and she said I had a great voice, and we talked about what it was that I was doing, and it was decided that there was no harm given or no harm done. Let's see what else. Take off your shoes, get comfortable. Fold your legs. Like I say, it's 3:30 in the morning over here. We're going to try to do 108 of these. I'm not going to keep exact count. People will come and go from the live stream. That is just fine. Jason Gallant, again, is this guy. And so I'm going to be in a trance. And this is for overcoming bad times. This is for strength. This is for a little bit of protection, I believe, guidance. And my hair looks like shit. Need to go get it cut by somebody instead of doing it myself. I once had long hair. It was really hard to maintain. Sorry for the girls. But I like length to the girls' hair, so keep it up, ladies. All right. So everybody in the Hex community, that is the cryptocurrency. Everything's going fine. And right now, there's a bunch of new coins that could hold your funds, but not for long. So today, inside of a Spaces that was recorded by Obscure Crypto on YouTube, I said, it sounds a lot like you're just playing rock, paper, scissors with the guy across the table from you, or maybe tic-tac-toe. And you're like, okay, well, he did this time, so I'm going to try to do this time, like trying to guess when it is that somebody's going to rug pull it or pull their value out. There's a lot of degenerate things happening, a lot of gambling, and there's no purpose to the speculation. Why do it? And Twitter's basically, like, Twitter Spaces is basically just a dumpster fire. A lot of people come and they hide their greed deep in their belly as they sit there and talk about things that they're excited about because they want you to come on in with your finances. So that's what's happening in crypto. People like me, we're just earning passive interest on a coin that will rise in value in the future. And then so the amount of coins that we're earning right now is just going to look like exponential growth inside of the dollar value inside of our portfolio. Inside of the world, you know that this vaccination should not be called a vaccination. And also, as far as voter fraud in the United States, this guy, Ken Paxton, is our attorney general here in the state of Texas. And he was going after voter fraud recently, or earlier in the year. And he immediately met resistance, and these people tried to impeach him. And it has come out in the trials where he was acquitted of impeachment. These folks, they brought no evidence to the FBI in order to get him impeached. And whenever he was on trial, he was not able to pursue the voter fraud at all. And now that it's over, the word on the street is that a group of people that are able to maintain their anonymity have stopped him from being able to investigate the voter fraud. So later on, I'm going to talk about that on Facebook, because that's what I do. Talk about politics and world events and how it affects us here in Central Texas, how it affects people that I grew up with. But the stuff that I do on Twitter, I try to keep it just to cryptocurrency. And why is it that people should learn about cryptocurrency? Because economics is manipulated, and cryptocurrencies allow us to have a transparent look across the blockchain. It just looks like a ledger, a table, for us to view everything that's going on. So we could identify these sums and say like, oh, which one's that? And if it's a public figure or a public entity, then we could have more responsibility inside of our government, which, by the way, government is supposed to be small. And I'm the people that I grew up with know that we can take care of ourselves. Um, I have all sorts of arguments of, who's going to build the roads and what are we going to do at devastating times. And speaking of those, please look into the Maui situation. Yeah, look into that. So, have I covered everything? So, if it is that you're in crypto and you're wondering, like, what is there to do except for gamble at this time while we're in a dip, a bear market, before more people hear about crypto and it becomes more common and they bring their finances in and we start to have a bull run to where prices go higher from here. What is it that you should be doing right now? You should be promoting people exercising their passion. You should be promoting people building a better life for themselves. You should be filling in the voids of what you think should happen with an organization of people. I look over here because I've got a letter that was returned to me. I sent it back in July 21st or something like that up to Canada. And it made it up there, but for some reason it wasn't delivered. Kind of sad. Right now we're late September. So that's how slow that is. July, August, September. But I send out, like, I create marketing material, like cards that people can equip themselves with, and then go out into public and speak with people and leave them that card. And so it boosts the confidence of the person who's going to go out into public and talk about cryptocurrency with folks. But it also is a direct line straight to important information and educational information, entertaining information that somebody could use to benefit their life. Just as I was turning on this very large big screen TV that I have right in front of me, I was thinking about, my goodness, how awesome people's writings used to be back in the past, and how it is that a lot of people just offer themselves up to whatever's on the TV. And it's almost like, these 30 or 60 channels, that's the best I can do for my intake of dictionary vocabulary influence, thought leader influence. Yeah, we need to do better. You're not just limited to that. I came across a meme earlier today, or maybe it's not even a meme, but it was, at the top of it said, what you think witchcraft is, like what you think when you hear the word witchcraft. And so it had, pentagram and crystals and candles. And then down here it said what actual modern day witchcraft is. And it had a news station right there. All right, so the moon's out. It's right over my shoulder, over here. So that's southwest to me. And we've got like a 3/4 light up of the moon right now. And it's on the phase of going into full moon. So really that's usually good energy for me. I'm Cancerian. I love being Cancerian. I have a lot of water sign and then a little bit of Leo. So that's probably what gives me the audacity to come out in front of you. My friend Finbear just chimed in the chat. He's over in Finland. I read a little bit. I thought about your alphabet today, and I was wondering how many letters you had. And I think it's 29. And then the rest of the things that I read were kind of complicated. Got confused. It said that you have a few words that are also Swedish words. So I learned something new today. It's funny. I go live on a live stream with guys around the world every week on Wednesdays, and they all speak English, but I don't know how to speak their language. So thanks for speaking my language. Sweet. All right, so this mantra I'm about to do for 108 times, and then I will wrap it up. Maybe something will come to me during the mantra, and I'll share that. Hopefully the computer won't shut down. Hey Finbear, check out Obscure Crypto released another recorded Twitter space today, about 3 hours ago. And also check out the 3D printing stuff that I've been doing. It's been fun. I got a new 3D printer and put it together 2 days ago, and have been printing nonstop, figuring out how to stack the stuff, you know. Oh. Sweet. Finbear's going to go teach the woodworking class. Okay. So if you're on the replay team, I'm going to go straight into the trance. I don't want to waste your time. This is for the betterment of everyone. I'm sending the ripples out.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om yeah, goodness, I broke that. Om. So I get distracted. If I start thinking off to the side, Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. 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 Om Sharavana Bhavaya. I need to reconsult.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Var. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana 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 Bhavaya Namaha. I got sidetracked again. Let's consult again.
Om
Om Shavana
Sharavana Bhavaya
Bhavaya Namaha.
Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om Shavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shav Namaha. Om Shavana Namaha.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om
Shav
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om Shav
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om
Shavana
Sharavana
Bhavya
Bhavaya
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Shav
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Shavana Bhavya Namaha. Om Sharavana 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 Bhavya Namaha. Om Shravanabhavya 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 Namaha. Om Shravana Namaha. Om Shravanabhavya Namaha. Om Shravanabhavya Namaha. Om Shravanabhavya Namaha. About 8 more.
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhavaya
Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Shravana Bhavaya Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Shravana
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om
Shravana
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om
Om
Sharavana
Shravana
Bhavaya
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana
Shravana
Bhavaya
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Sharavana Bhavaya
Shravana
Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya
Shravana
Namaha.
Om
Om
Shravana
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya
Shravana
Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om
Shravana
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharavana
Shravana
Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om
Shravana
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om
Shravana
Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
Om
Om Sharavana Bhavaya Namaha.
All right. So that was a good session. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So, in case you're freaking out by me taking something that is in another culture around the world, bringing it to Texas, don't freak out. I've been given permission. Um, I received signs. So, thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for giving this a chance. Um, Thank you so much for being an open, caring human being. Whenever it is that you see this, it was meant to be. And I'm starting to believe in fate. It's fate that you're watching this. Hope it does something for you. If if you're in Georgetown, Texas, feel free to reach out to me. There are many people who get into my DMs, my direct messages, my PMs, my private messages, my instant messenger. There are plenty of people who will tell me their opinions inside of that. But everybody on that's tuning in doesn't get to know that they're talking to me, and I'm not going to release our conversations. But if you're a caring person, know that there's many other caring people. Um, and the more we come out and say, hey, I'm willing to do more for the community, I'm willing to be an open individual, I think that would be the more the merrier, because we all have our talents, we all have something to offer, and heck, getting in front of the camera and entertaining people is not really a thing that I do. So what I'm admitting to is I'm not the best at what I'm doing right here, right now. And maybe it's something that you have interest in offering everyone isn't your best talent, but you could inspire a person who is watching you to get better and come to the forefront. And and what I'm saying is, like, maybe that person is better than all of us. Maybe what if you inspire a person who does create astronomical stability or change or um, health for humanity, for us? What if you inspired them? So come on. Um, I get in discussions, arguments. It's all open-minded things. So it's nothing to be afraid of. If you're in a discussion, an argument, it only makes all the sides better in understanding perspectives, points of views, and it energizes for further diligence in looking into things, because that's what's lacking right now in the United States and in many areas of the world. And that's why a lot of people have fled their homelands, because they don't feel comfortable, because people have adopted a narrative instead of the truth. And and if that narrative doesn't benefit you and you'd like to stand with the truth, then you'll flee and you won't stand together with anyone, and um, you'll be weaker, separated, and your offspring, the next generation, will will be brought up in a weaker society, a weaker nation, in a less fortified culture. And I haven't had children myself, but even Elon Musk today tweeted, having children is the world. He was saying that there's it is everything to him. There's nothing like it. And so what would you want more? Or what would you fear more? You know? So it is a goal. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do it. Um, but I do want to encourage people, hey, come out of the woodwork and promote others. Promote yourself, promote others, promote healthy lifestyles. Let's do some good things. Let's build. So all you people inside of cryptocurrencies, inside of the Hex token community, let's build. Let's create healthy mindsets, healthy habits. Let's do good things. If you hang out long enough, you'll see a void, and you can fill that void because you saw it, and you're not selfish. And you're patient and diligent, and that's really what it takes to be successful. Is focus, attention. So yeah, I had to quit that mantra, not quit it, but I got distracted at least 3 times, right? That mantra is actually really hard. And then there is the distraction of me being in front of a camera and worrying about what you guys think and all the different thoughts of interacting with you guys. And then it goes back to, okay, I need to remind myself to say the words in order. And then once I start evaluating that, it just clicks off. I start to stumble. And then after you stumble the first time, then comes the fact that you have to keep going. And so you're like, okay, I just stumbled. What's the next one? And then you stumble again. What's the next one? You stumble again. So that's why I had to go and play him in order, Jason here. Jason, in order to remind myself of how to pronounce Bhavya, Bahavya. I think it's been decided that I'm going to throw a Halloween party inside this space here. I know that Route 44, that's on the other side of Austin, down south from me, is going to come up here. So there's at least going to be 2 of us on October 14th, which is a Saturday. And we'll do a little bit of a live stream, sort of like what's happening here. I'll show more of the space. I've got some roller skates over here that we can all strap on roller skates, because I've got one of every size, and we can take it around the square, because I'm in a downtown square environment and there's nicely paved roads, no potholes. It's nice and smooth asphalt. At the crosswalks, there's the brick with a concrete border. But besides that, it's nice and smooth in the street. And then right here, I'm on the corner. So right where my thumb is pointing, there's an intersection, a 4-way stop. And you can just do circles inside of that 4-way stop. There's plenty of room. It's really nice. Really cool. I missed Taco Tuesday last week. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think the time just flew by and caught me by surprise. So I joined the Austin Bitcoiners for their weekly meetup on meetup.com thing. They use Jetsy or whatever that meetup platform is. Um, so I joined them at 7 p.m. all the way until 9 p.m. And they have all different types of thinkers, and they're also spread out throughout the nation. Even though it's an Austin Bitcoin meetup, uh, the folks that had gone to this meetup virtually stayed with it as they moved around the nation. So there's one guy up in Washington, there's a guy out in Florida, there's a guy who moved up to, I think, Colorado. I think he's I don't know, he's somewhere. I think he's like on ranch land in the Rockies somewhere. Um so yeah, once it was over at 9 p.m., I think I was out of energy, and so I didn't start a Taco Tuesday. And also, the moon was probably affecting me at that time too, because it's like if we're anywhere close to a new moon, I don't have much energy. And then as we approach a full moon, I've got tons of energy. And um, I think it's funny because a few of my friends in the crypto community of hex.com, a few of my friends are Capricorns, which is the exact opposite moon energy. They they love the new moon energy where the moon is black. They love it. I like it when the moon is full or just up to being full. And then once it's full, I start to lose. But anyway, if you haven't recognized the moon cycles inside your life and the exercises that you do inside your life, it's something to consider. I'll say that lightly, but I really want you to look into it. Another cool thing is consider that parasites and worms live inside your body. Start looking into that if you haven't already. We are just a makeup of cells, and those are selfish cells, maybe, right? So if you haven't gone on a fast before, if you haven't done fasting, look into that, try that, and maybe consider deworming as well. I know that there's just one more thing. There's one more thing that's just floating around. It's like, hey, I want you to talk about me. So there's the Halloween stream that's going to be way before Halloween. It's going to be in 3 weeks from now. That'll be October 14th. And yeah, it'll be costumes involved. And then also on Christmas, Christmas Day. Do you hear me? Christmas Day. There will be a live stream, not done by me, but done by Trap Gravity on the Hex Futures YouTube channel. That's one of the platforms we're streaming on right now. And as usual, my like if you can't get into my DMs, tag me in a message on Twitter saying, "Hey, I'm trying to get a hold of you," because I'm always willing to receive your advice or your inquiries. Let's make things happen. Advice, criticisms, inquiries. Believe me, when you come to me with criticism, I will treat you with respect that then demands respect from you. That's just how it works. So don't hold back and just go ahead and get it out there. Just do it, because the sooner that you do something, and if it involves me, the sooner I respond to it, then we both have it. The sooner we can get on down the road. I always tell people, the sooner, you know, the sooner you do something, the sooner something will find a solution. I always like to get like, hey, you put something on my desk, I'm going to try to get it off my desk as soon as possible so that it's no longer in my headspace with free rent, right? It's no longer bothering me. It's somebody else's problem. Not problem, but you know. I did my part. Let's say that. But yeah, I'm just, whenever you interact with me, I'm always about helping folks out. And I just think that that's the best way to live. No regrets. Cool. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. And be nice to your neighbor. And be strong.